One of the funny things about jiu-jitsu is that the longer you train, the less it seems to be about fighting. Somewhere along the way, it becomes a lesson in patience, humility, resilience, and learning how to deal with adversity. Today, we're looking at famous quotations from the Stoics and Miyamoto Musashi, and looking at how directly those lessons are showing up on the mats.
Look at that. Welcome to the Black and Blue. My name is Travis, the black belt. This is Emmett, the newly promoted purple belt.
Yeah, baby.
Look at this beauty.
Purple rain.
Right there.
Ooh,
Giving them the fancy purple bracelet.
Look at that.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, man. I
And
didn't even know we got those.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I make them.
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
Thank you, man. That's great.
This is we are guessing episode 27.
Total
It's
guess.
been a little while since we've been at it. We decided to open up the window because it's beautiful out and it's still kind of daylight for now. And the mountains are out there. And
We are expecting some purple rain today.
all the purple come out, and that's all that's playing on the mats.
Yeah.
Purple rain.
So we're kind of winging it a little bit today. We do have a bunch of quotations here to talk through. I think, it's something that you talk about, Miyamoto Musashi, a lot. I'm sure I'm just butchering his name, but
He's definitely my favorite. I love the books that he's written. He didn't write that many, but like the most common book, The Five Rings.
Yeah.
Big strategy of martial arts, life, duels, all that fun stuff, ways to live your life. That's where the 753 brand comes from, kind of. Like 7 ways of being a warrior, 5 ways to live it, and 3 ways of mindset.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of all comes down from that. But also the Stoic is a big thing in my life, like throughout psychology and like classes and stuff like that. Stoicism always kind of hit home a little bit harder. And then getting into it with like on the mats, like, because I studied psychology long before I ever did jiu-jitsu or anything like that. And now looking back, it's like, okay, those quotes are kind of lining up a little bit more, which is kind of cool. But yeah, Miyamoto, I mean, if you look at him, he is there before like Stoicism was like named Stoicism.
Yeah.
But he was a Stoic, right?
Sure. Yeah, they're very aligned. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there any like specific like one thing that like really resonated with you from Musashi that you like really, really hold dear or like think about every day?
I think about the mindset of you're the one that controls your actions toward everything in your life. And if you can control that, it's like, and he has this beautiful image that before like his duels, he'd be like, he saw the battlefield or he saw the duel from up in a cloud because he was so, he removed himself from any kind of environmental issues, any kind of, emotional issues that he might have. And he used this to his advantage. There's this crazy story about him having a duel with this one, like that legendary swordsman, killed many, 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 many people. And then he's like, okay, we'll have this duel, but it's going to be on this island at this time.
Right.
And so he goes out and the guy's waiting, and he's waiting hours on Musashi. All the while, Musashi's just kind of out of view out in the water. Yeah. And he's seeing this, and he's like, okay. He's still got his wits about him. As he's carving like a boken out of like a ore. And this is all, who knows, maybe it was like true, but and then he finally gets to the thing, and he's so in control of his own emotions and control of all this stuff.
And the situation.
Yeah, the situation. And the other guy is just lost it. He's losing it, and he just runs at him. Musashi just like on the head, and he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead due to a bullet.
Yeah,
it's like, as long as you can control your reactions to your environment and your reactions to other people, you are in control. It's when Like, and the reason why I think about it every single day is because I drive in and I'm like, I hate this tourist. What are you doing? Why are you driving 80 on the fast lane?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it drives me crazy. And I'm like, take that breath, go. Okay, well,
because you have no control over that.
yeah, I have no control of like, I can go behind them and just like
yeah,
tailgate them. But then if there's a reaction there,
yeah.
I'm at fault. And it's like, okay, well, you're going to be an extra 30 seconds. It drives me crazy, but then I have to think about it. I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I'm like, come back down to like that center.
You know that you can't control that at all. So I not that this ever really works, because traffic is like one thing that just, but I like to think of traffic as like you're on the river and those are just like logs going by, or like rocks passing underneath you.
Slowly passing logs.
slowly passing logs. With idiots driving them.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, there's 2 lanes here? I'm going to play Pac-Man and eat all the little white dots.
Oh, man. No, it's crazy. But yeah, ultimately you have no control over it. And, you know, aligning Musashi with the Stoics, the quote from Marcus Aurelius that we have here is, you have power over your mind, not outside events. So
and
they're very
beautiful. Yeah. Very it correlates very well. Now that being said, like, a lot of the stuff that we get from Musashi is translated. So who translated it? How did they translate it? And like, you can translate Japanese fairly accurately, but they still have some meanings behind words that you have to kind of, it could go one way or another. So I've read I think 6 or 7 versions of Book of the Five Rings, and each one of them is slightly different. Each one has a little bit of interpretive,
different nuances.
Yeah, it's like reading Nietzsche, right? Like, and you're like,
and
every little bit of it, every translation is going to be a
slightly different perspective. So with regard to jiu-jitsu, how does that help? How does keeping that in mind help your jiu-jitsu?
Well, I attribute it to white belts quite a bit, because you can control yourself and you can control you can control your anger. Like, maybe I talked about it at the end of class, where stop grabbing fingers.
Yeah. Oh, wait, were people doing that?
It's been, if I don't talk about it in a month, it starts to happen with white belts. So like, I've never had, like, unless it's been like in a very high comp and people are like, I need to get out, and they start doing that like behind the ref, like, so that the ref doesn't see you. Just like, oh, that sucks. But like, when you're just sparring on the mats, I can't control their actions. I can't control like that, but I can make them move a certain way by controlling my actions.
Right.
Like, okay, well, I'm going to have closed fists. Can't grab my fingers if like my fists are closed.
Right.
Kind of thing. And like, I can control my actions. And I mean, I can't fully control theirs. Well, I can, because I'm better than them. But there's always those people that do weird shit.
And like, I think, you know, with regard to the journey of jiu-jitsu, I think there's a lot of things. I think about this a lot because I started older.
What?
Like, you know, young still, but older. Like, I started at 45. So there's things that I have to just know that they're beyond my ability to really even kind of like overcome sometimes, where it's like, there'll be a white belt who's just super jacked and 20. And it's like, yeah, sometimes there's only so much I can do, but I can't let it impede my sense of where I'm at in my journey. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, I think that has to do a little bit with ego too, and like letting the ego go, because it's just,
that's a hard one too.
Yeah,
like, a lot of people, if they've started later, they feel like almost entitled to being better, or having that entitlement of, no, like, I should beat you because I've been here. Well,
right.
that's not the way that like the human body works. You
Right.
get slow reaction, your
Totally.
body's jacked up. I mean, and then you get these 20-year-olds that recover overnight, even like maybe on the drive home,
Totally.
they're recovered. Like,
Yeah.
I've had guys where like I've checked on them after like they're like, oh, my ankle did a weird noise. I'm like, oh, and then like I checked on them later in the night, like, oh no, we went for a run. I'm good. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
totally.
my goodness,
Just
like,
superpower healing.
yeah, like I remember those days. I wish those days lasted, but
Yeah.
they don't. And like,
Yeah.
it's part of the journey.
And I think like for me, it's about, so if the Aurelius quote is you have power over your mind, not outside events, one of the outside events is just like getting older, and you can't control that, but there's a lot about your own journey that you can control, like your willingness to adapt and your willingness to continue learning despite your ego getting bashed sometimes, so,
It happens. Playing bottom side control top half. I mean, that's that's part of the deal, and you get to play there, or I guess I should say top side control bottom half,
right.
Get really good at them.
I have.
Yeah. But yeah, it's understanding the limitations of your body is part of understanding yourself.
Yeah.
And then understanding that, hey man, there's some 20-year-olds that are just super athletic.
Yeah.
Part of the deal. You can learn how to control them a little bit, but I mean, it's an outside thing.
Another one, and this is a favorite of mine in Stoicism, is the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. So I forget what his name, Ryan, I forget that guy's name, but he wrote the Daily Stoic. It's like a book of daily Stoic quotes.
Oh, okay.
And he has a podcast and stuff. We'll try and find out, put it in the notes of the episode. But he has a book called "The Obstacle Is the Way," and I really like that as a mode of thought, because oftentimes, you find this with jiu-jitsu a lot, or I find it with jiu-jitsu a lot, where it's like, man, this keeps happening to me. This keeps happening to me. And you think of it as like, this is what sucks about it. But what you're actually doing is identifying the exact thing that you need to work on.
Yeah.
And so the obstacle is the way. Yeah. The more that's happening to you, it's like, oh, well, if that's happening to you, it means that you're trying to go down this specific pathway and you're getting blocked at that specific juncture. So figure that out, and you're free to move on in your training.
That's very Musashi driven too. Like the way is how to get there, and there's obstacles. Mm-hmm. And that's the next opponent that you have to defeat. And it's not necessarily an actual human opponent.
Right.
The opponent is the blockade. The opponent is that I keep getting into, like, I'm trying to play bottom half, and I keep getting my knee shield just destroyed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that gives you that idea of, okay, well, why is it getting destroyed? Well, it should give you the idea of, why is it getting destroyed? Why is this happening?
Yeah.
Oh, my knee is too low. My knee is too far over. My knee is somewhere out of position.
Yeah.
Right. Or my hips are out of position. My hips are too square.
Yeah.
There's a crazy amount of like little tiny details that you can be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's my own obstacle that I'm creating for myself.
Yeah.
My opponent has helped identify it.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of my teaching comes from knowing the offensive side and then flipping it.
Right.
So I know all the obstacles that are getting in my way.
Yeah.
So then I have a good understanding of the defensive side. And it works both sides. Like if you want to get really good at understanding how to attack, even before you do that, get really good at understanding the defensive side. So you know what you have to get through.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, if I go after this arm, they're going to start to pull away. They're going to try and get their shoulders flat to the mat kind of thing.
Yeah.
How do I prevent that? Well, I pull that one shoulder up and keep it higher.
Yeah.
Right. So it works on both sides of things. Depends on how your mind actually processes.
Yeah.
Mine's very attack oriented, and it's attack first and keep that going. But in doing so, it's given me a lot of input into the defensive side of things. And then once you're very good
Right.
defensively, you can throw a little bit of caution to the wind.
Right.
Because if you get into a bad position, you're like, oh, I can get out of that.
Yeah. And I think like this might not be true of, or it might be, I think it's much more difficult if you're a brand new white belt, but the more you start to know like a few things, we were talking about flow charts the other day, and it's like, so my process in doing my very limited flow chart, because I know 6 moves, you know what I mean?
The flow chart is a line.
Yeah, it's just like, submit and then like tap. Yeah. Wait, those are the same thing.
What goes in between them?
Yeah. Yeah, submit or tap.
Three of these?
I don't know. But it's just one straight line. Easy. No, but like, so when you talk about the way, identifying the end point. So when I did that exercise, it was like kind of, I guess, one objective, right? Which was, I know that ultimately my objective is going to be get to the back, because that's where I like to try and submit from. And then once you start to know those pathways, or even like start to map out those pathways, like what is my route? What are my easiest or most commonly attempted routes from half guard or from mount or from whatever to get to the back? Then you can easily identify the obstacles. Like, where am I getting stuck? Like, okay, I want to get from here to here, but I'm getting stuck. Oh, that's where I'm getting stuck. Okay, well, that's what I need to work on. And identifying those things that you need to work on. Like, you can even kind of say like, okay, well, this would be my preferred way. This is a way that I've heard of, but I haven't really tried yet. Or this is a way that I think will work. So kind of rating based on each pathway, like how far along am I to being able to accomplish that with any degree of proficiency?
And then it gets even more convoluted in that chart when you go against higher and harder opponents.
Right.
Because they have better defenses.
Right.
Or they should have better defenses.
Right.
I mean, and I try to steer away from saying like belt level, just better opponents.
Right.
Because belt level is
meaningful, very meaningful.
It's super meaningful. But every coach has a different way of doing it. Like, I recently saw this post and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm glad that I'm not this guy. But he's like, my white belt, he did awesome in a tournament. He did a lot of cool moves. And we don't believe in like repetitions and stuff. So I gave him, he earned his blue belt. I'm like, what is this pompous ass?
Wait. So what did he give it to him based on?
Like a tournament result or something.
Oh,
like
just
that.
A tournament result.
Yeah. Like, it's like, yeah, he's been doing good.
Right.
I know the coach. I'm like, like there's a lot of underlying things, but I'm like, you just don't understand how to coach or teach. So you're just one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, okay. It's brutal. But so when I say like good or skilled, I don't mean belt level. I mean, they're more skilled. Like, you see some guys that are blue belts still.
Yeah.
Hell, I went against Jordan Mean. Jordan Mean is a former UFC fighter in a jiu-jitsu tournament. We were both in the gi, and he had 3 stripes on a white belt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And this is like a few years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's essentially going back to the UFC here probably pretty soon.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, yeah. He's on a winning streak. But I'm like, what is this? And he's like, I just never test him. Like, and then I went to Leah. I was like, what is happening here? Is
that not sandbagging? Is that what that's called?
That is the most sandbagging sandbagger I've ever seen in my entire. And I've seen a lot of sandbaggers, but a 3-stripe white belt. And like, we had a great match. I think we drew, and then we had a sudden death one, and he beat me. And I'm a black belt at that time, and I'm like, Lee, like his dad. I'm like, and like his coach, I'm like, dude, I don't care about your test. Get this guy a black belt.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
he's been doing it longer than me. He started when he was like 6. Like,
Oh man, that's nuts.
if not younger.
Yeah, that is the biggest. That is like a Tyrannosaurus sandbag.
I think he had his like first MMA fight at like 16.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And it's like, dude,
No.
how are you at 3 white belt? Sorry, that was a little
No,
rant,
that's
but
funny.
my goodness, he whooped my ass on the overtime.
I noticed that on the post about that you did the other day when you gave me the purple belt, that Lee liked the post, and I'm like, nice.
You just see him at the Havoc bare knuckle boxing, knock the guy out.
I saw
then
that.
Then he sees your post. He's like, Emmett deserves a like. Oh,
That guy's also old.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely was cool to get that like on there. So here's one that I feel like is particularly pertinent to.
I'm gonna just say I forgot that we were going about the stock.
That's all good. You've been punched a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
This is actually a Miyamoto Musashi quote: "From one thing, know 10,000 things." And so for me, like, I love listening to those Danaher diary books, and I've listened to that on Jiu-Jitsu book like probably 10 times now. And actually that one that I sent you the other day, The Art of Skill.
Yes.
That podcast about the transition from blue to purple. About the point where
that's in the past now. We don't have to have it.
Don't even need to think about it anymore. But where techniques kind of begin transforming into principles, where you start to kind of attempt to at least like chain things together. Instead of memorizing moves, you start recognizing some patterns. And another thing added to that, which you were talking about today, which I found really interesting, was maybe starting to get over the plateau of like understanding how your own body works a little bit better. But bringing that back to the quote that we're talking about, from one thing, know 10,000 things. So I think, when you get to brown, black, that's when you can like look at a technique and understand it because you understand how those motions work.
Yeah. And it's we actually went over it in class with those 2 different like mount escapes and how to chain them together and how to look at them. And it's for me, that quote really hits when it's from like one mount escape. You can, or not just mount escape, but from one position, you should be able to see what you need to do from there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? From an arm bar, you should know all the ways on how, maybe not be like extremely proficient, but you should know the ways on how to break that arm effectively, whether it's pulled over a hip,
right,
bridge into it, lock it into like a mirror lock or something.
Mm-hmm.
It transfers into like that spider web idea charts too. And that's a big reason why I make people write notes. However you can visualize those, whether it's like full on paragraph, writing a book, writing a novel, or writing a spider web or any of that, it helps you expand your thought process on that. And from one thing, let's go mount, know 10,000, know both sides of things, know your escapes, know your controls from top.
Yeah.
If you know the controls from top, you know what you have to defeat from the bottom.
Yeah. But like, is there like what I take from that is like being able to apply principles to things without having to know it all. But I guess it's a balance, right?
Yeah. And I'm not saying no individual techniques for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying
know the principles.
Yeah, know
Right.
How do you break an arm? You don't break it by bending it towards
Gotcha.
you.
Yeah.
You bend it by or you break it by bending it against the elbow.
Hold on, let me write that down.
Yeah. Notes. But like then knowing which way you have to break is just knowing that principle, right? It's not knowing, oh, I have to do whatever Japanese term for all the million different arm bars. It's bend arm over hip.
Yeah.
Break arm.
So that when you find yourself in a position that like you're like, oh, all I need to do is adjust this way, and then this arm will be over my hip, or over my leg, or over something else. Then you're adapting,
and that's sometimes the coolest part about like when you. That's like it leads into that quote. When you get your black belt, that's when you actually start to learn jujitsu, right? Because once you get to that level, I felt it was like, okay, now I got to look at this entirely differently because it's no longer about, I guess, move collection. It's more about, and it transfers to aha moments. And like, you'll see me stare off into space because I see something. I'm like, I wonder if this would work on this, and doing that little tweak, because it all comes down to the same thing. How do you choke someone out? You cut off the carotid arteries.
Yeah.
Right? Can you do a no arm in triangle? Yes, you can. You just have to have something on each side, or one really cut off and then the other one partially.
So it's when you start experimenting, basically.
Yeah.
Start making jazz.
Yeah. Jazz hands. So we're going with
jazz hands.
But yeah, that's when you start to get the soul of it, right?
Yeah.
Rather than playing the song, you start to get the solos in the song.
Totally. Yeah.
That's where that comes from, I feel.
Yeah, we've talked about that before too, like that. The idea of like, you know, you have to know the fundamentals inside and out before you can start improvising. But then once you start improvising, that's when you're hitting you're feeling like, oh wow, I'm really
understanding it.
Yeah,
you
really
understand where you need to be in those situations.
Yeah. So another one, and I believe this Stoic philosopher's name is pronounced Epictetus.
Oh,
yeah. Epictetus. I don't know.
Probably.
No great thing is created suddenly. So, man, if there's one thing that I think jiu-jitsu teaches you is long timelines, where it's like, and we've talked about that probably ad nauseum, but like, you cannot do things quickly. You have to be comfortable going in for the long haul.
Oh yeah. And I think that's the attrition rate, and that's why we lose so many people, because so many people are so used to instant gratification. But yeah, coming back to it, it's like, yeah, you do have to understand that you're playing the long game here.
Yeah.
You're playing the long con, whatever you want to call it, but you're building up to that. You're not going to be that immediately.
Yeah.
Even if you are amazing at like a comp beast at like white belt, then at blue belt, and then at purple belt, but you haven't really like set that goal of, oh, I want to be actually good at understanding jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You might have an issue if you start to lose. If you go on a losing streak and all you've known is winning because you've been a comp beast, but then the fundamentals weren't there, or I guess the core wasn't there. Like it wasn't built up. It wasn't strengthened.
Like your understanding wasn't like, yeah.
And that comes from years and years in the game. And there are some amazing people, amazing competitors. Will they ever understand it? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Right? It's just depends on where you put the focus.
Yeah.
You might understand how you're going to win, or you might be amazing at listening to coaches' instructions kind of thing and hitting whatever the coach tells you to do. But that's because the coach has amazing understanding of it and can relay it well to that person.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting like that. You remember, I remember asking this at one point, like, do you have to be smart to be good at jiu-jitsu? And I think you do have to be able to internalize those higher level concepts. Like, sure, yeah, you could be like a super strong, super athletic person who knows how to catch people
Yeah.
and with a few things. But I mean, as cheesy as it sounds, I think probably to really love it, you actually probably have to have like the intellectual appreciation of those concepts too.
I'd agree. And that's why at long term, you don't see many of those comp
Right.
people sticking around. It's very
Right.
rare.
Oh, really?
I feel so. Unless they started a gym early on and then competed and coached, but
Yeah.
they usually pick one or other. Um, yeah, it's one of those things that you don't have to be super intelligent by any means, but
Right.
I mean, if you're bottom of the barrel, your appreciation for the sport
Yeah. Yikes.
Jason.
Yes.
He's just not here, so we can stick it to him.
Totally. Totally.
He's across the pond, so
Yeah. Oh, is he? Is he on vacation?
I don't know. I haven't seen him, so I'm just saying he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. We got to go see his band play, man.
I mean,
Next time they play.
is it just a Nickelback cover band?
And I think it's mostly Britney Spears.
Oh.
Old Britney Spears stuff.
I'd get in.
Yeah, totally.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
Hit that move on me one more time. Yeah.
That's got to be a Britney Spears. Oh my God. I'm so bad with like, I know like the rock songs,
Yeah.
the country songs, but when it was like hip hop, I was just like, or no, pop.
Pop. Yeah.
I was like,
Oh yeah, I know.
I got nothing.
I don't know.
It can either be Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears.
Both of whom are like from 25 years ago.
That was just like 5 years ago, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. So going back to Musashi, I think like this is a good combination with the long timeline. Is I think another thing that you have to start appreciating, especially if you're someone who starts later like myself, is so there's this Musashi quote is do nothing which is of no use. So like I think appreciating efficiency and not just in movement but in training. Like you always talk about, have something that you're focused on, like something kind of like we've talked about that on the podcast before too, like a long-term goal, a short-term goal, and a class goal every time you go in.
Yep.
And the other day we had that role where you were like, oh, you had a goal today.
Yeah.
What was it? And it was like, oh yeah, I forget to set those like rolling goals. I'll set a class goal, I'll set a midterm goal and a long-term goal. But I generally won't set like a rolling goal. And that was like a big click over moment for me. But efficiency, do nothing which is of no use.
I absolutely love that quote. And I use it like in my daily life. It drives me crazy. Like, and for conversations, I think that's a big thing for conversations with me. When someone is just, and I have people in my life all around that just like to talk. And and I'm not criticizing them, but like the kids, it's like when kids come up and they're telling me something and I'm like, dude, what is the point of and I'm being nice because they're awesome and all their kids are amazing.
Yeah.
But they're telling me stuff and I'm like, what is the point of where are we going with this story? I'm a big, let's cut the fluff and let's get to the point. Or let's cut the story behind what you need me to do something.
Totally, man.
If you need me to fix something, when I was a mechanic and the service advisor would come up, oh, and they're on vacation and what do you need me to do here? What is the job?
So dude, I saw a thing on Instagram the other day. Speaking of doing things that have no use, but and it was for whatever reason, it was and I'm going to contextualize this to just be really clear that I am not making fun of any type of person at all. This is actually, if anything, this is a very positive story.
If it's service advisors, you can make fun of them.
Yeah, no, it was someone who self-identified as autistic, and they were like, I think the expression they used was clarity is kindness, and it was like in the workplace, someone coming up to this person and being like, hey, did you get those emails done? And no, I didn't. And like not understanding that what they're saying is, I need you to get those emails done.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Awesome. And man, I've really like, I really instantly internalized that. And I was like, oh man, I do that a lot with all kinds of people where I'm like, hey, how's, like, by the way, the weekly reports, template is here. And it's like, what I'm really saying is, can you do your weekly report by 3?
Oh yeah.
But we dance around shit. And it's like, I'm committed to clarity and efficiency in that regard.
That's good that you have the self-awareness of that, because not a lot of people do. It is probably one of the biggest things that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
One, usually when people are telling me a story, I know the end of the story.
Totally. Oh, 100%.
And I sit there and I go, I have to think about, I'm like, it's rude. Don't interrupt. Yeah. Don't do that. Let them talk. Finish the story, which is cool. Stories are okay.
Yeah.
When it's like, hey, so that car over there, it's not running. Sure isn't.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah,
I know that a lot of like coworkers with me found it was like very abrasive. I'm like, what do you want me to do? You want me to go fix it? Like, I'm fixing this one right now. Do you want me to stop fixing this and go fix that? If that's what you want, you tell me that.
Yeah.
Pay me my money to do it, and then we're good.
You're paying me my money. You're paying me. So go ahead and ask me to do whatever you want.
Yeah. But, well, like as a mechanic, you're paid by the job, not paid by the hour.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know.
So if you get pulled off of a job, now you have to go do that job and then reset mentally.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Flat rate, it can be awesome, but can really suck if you have horrible management.
Oh, wow.
And I've only been to like 2 dealerships where the management was good.
Oh, man.
But like if you get pulled off and like, how you're in a zone.
Yeah.
You get pulled. If you get it working like emails and you're like, bam, 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 you're just ripping them off. And then someone comes up, they're like, hey, I need you to do this. And you're just like, oh.
That's why open office concepts suck so bad, because people are just like, hey, you see the game last night? And you're like, dude, I'm not here to talk about the game last night.
Yeah. Well,
I'm here to watch Jiu-Jitsu videos.
Yeah. Yeah, right. But that's a mechanic shop.
Yeah.
People just come up to you and you're just like, and it's people that know nothing about your job or about what a car actually, how it runs.
Right.
So taking that, and what was the original story? Roll back.
I think it was. Oh man, yeah. What was that one?
I don't know, but honestly,
do nothing which is of no use. Yeah.
So just tell me straight. If you want me to do something, tell me straight. If you dick around the point and you're just like, here, and I'll just be like, what do you want?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of, I see it on the mats too, when people are trying to ask a question, but they don't know how to ask a question.
Yeah.
And it's not on them. They just don't know enough yet.
Yeah.
But I'm like, show me
what
you want, rather than trying to tell me, because you don't have the language tools yet. And then once they see it, and that's a lot of my teaching style too. I don't go, oh, you can like grab the toe and twist it this way or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't go into the finite details unless you pull me aside and ask. I give you a broad picture, then we can refine it a bit. And then we see how it chains together.
Yeah.
See how it chains in, or we spar it so that we have questions. But yeah, if do nothing of which is no use.
Yeah.
Give me a goal. Let's go.
And like the flip side of that is just coming to class forever and never getting anywhere.
And that's when you come in with no goals, no nothing.
Yeah.
And we'll give Danielle a compliment. She's been coming with a notebook with what she wants to work on, what we're doing.
Yeah.
And she's been doing that. So that's been looking good. I mean, we have to give her one compliment every now and then.
Sure, I guess so.
I mean, I know it's hard to do, but we can do it. We can get through this.
Okay. Yeah. She's really diligent about that, which is really impressive.
Yeah. And it's been good. And you see the change in her game. She's starting to elevate it.
Awesome.
And it's cool to see going through it. And then you see people that have zero, they just come and hey, maybe you just come for the social aspect.
Yeah, or you just want to roll, or you just want to.
And that's another cool thing about jiu-jitsu. And that's another cool thing about our club. We're not full of a bunch of assholes that nobody wants to like be there, but like everyone has their own little thing. But if you want to get better at jiu-jitsu, come in with a plan.
Yeah.
Stick to it.
Totally. So kind of related to that a little bit is again, Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy.
And it's like Roger Gracie all over again.
Oh man, yeah. Don't even get me started. Hey man, you spell your name Roger. What do you want from me? So don't explain your philosophy, embody it. So I think there's a lot of people, and I've in my however long I've been here, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. I've seen a few, notably, like I would say probably 3 or 4 people who come in and they got the gear and they talk a lot of shit about all kinds of moves and they're doing a bunch of whirly shit and then you never see them again.
Yep.
So it's a lot of talk and not a lot of dedication or action or anything else.
Yeah. Again, it's kind of show me who you are.
Yeah.
Rather than tell me who you are.
Right.
Right. When someone tells me that they're a good person, I'm like, why do you need to tell me?
Yeah. Yeah.
If someone tells me that they're this or that, it's like, yeah, but why do you need to tell someone?
Yeah.
Rather than just show them.
Yeah. If someone tells you they're honest, run.
Yeah. Like, I mean, anything I do, I just try to show it. I'm not I like when we're talking like this or on something, I'll be like, yeah, I like to do this, but I won't be like, this is who I am. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different version of you in their head. It doesn't matter who you are at the core. Everyone is going to have a different sometimes you're an asshole, sometimes you're a good guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're a liar, sometimes you're the most honest person. Everyone has their own ideas of you, and who gives a shit? Just be you.
Yeah.
Show your truth. And then if you're wanting to, if your truth and what you want to do is become a better person in terms of, I want to be more compassionate about listening to someone. I want to help someone in any stage. Do it. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, I want to be. It's like, no, you don't. If you did, you wouldn't tell me. You'd be doing it.
If anything, oftentimes I think saying it cuts it off at the root. You're like, because you it's like it tricks your mind into thinking that it's done.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that's just saying it.
And that like, you look at it from like people, they're like, oh, I want to be an MMA fighter. Do you? Because you don't show up.
Yeah.
You don't train. You don't do any kind of exercise outside of this.
Yeah.
Do you want to be like, not just an MMA fighter. I want to hit the UFC.
Yeah.
And then, then you get guys like Jonah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously his goal is to be really good at MMA.
Yeah.
Obviously. Why do I say obviously? Because that guy is always here.
Yeah.
Always training. He's dry land training. He's always out doing stuff to progress to what he wants to be rather than what he's
doing.
saying. Yeah. He's embodying it. He's not, I'm going to be an MMA fighter, and then shows up like maybe once a week, and you're like,
Yeah.
do you like, or like, I want to be a kickboxer. Do you?
Yeah.
Like, you're not
Totally.
showing up. Just
Yeah.
show up. That's the easiest part of anything in life, is showing up. And I mean, it's very hard if you're like, oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I did this. But the easiest way to get what you want is to do the thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
Right? Show up to jiu-jitsu. If you want to get good at jiu-jitsu, show up.
I would go one step beyond that to say identifying what you actually want and saying it out loud, and like and saying like, oh, like I want to earn a black belt. That's what I want.
Now you want a red belt as
Yeah.
for your son.
Yeah.
Come on, get after it, Emmett.
Just a black belt. Like I think like a lot of people like go through life never identifying what they actually want and then getting disappointed with the results because they're like, oh, this is the job I wound up with. Yeah, because you didn't say at any point, I want this type of job. So you didn't, we were talking about pathways and like the way. It's the same as the flow chart where you're like identifying, here's where I am, here's where I have to get to, and then you're able to start identifying the steps to get there. And if you take a Jonah who like how old is Jonah? 20?
I think his birthday's today. He just turned 22, I think.
Amazing. So like at that age,
what a mindset, by the way.
Totally.
I don't know if he listens to this, but what a mindset on that kid.
Incredible.
Just hard worker.
And at that age to be able to say like, this is what I want, and I'm going to figure out the steps, regardless of how difficult they are, to get from A to Z. Because I've done it hundreds of times in my life where I've been like, I want to do that, but never even stepped into the zone of learning what it actually takes to be that thing. It's just sort of like, I might as well say like, you might as well be like me at this age being like, I want to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
Okay, well it's not possible.
Yeah.
Like, and there's so many people who say things without understanding the ladder that you have to climb to make that happen. And then when they're presented with the first obstacles, it's like, oh no, I just want to talk about this.
Yeah. And I mean, so goal setting is slightly different. I would say saying it to yourself, and being like, I want this. I want, writing it down, making it, making speech is spellcraft to me.
Yeah.
If you're talking to yourself and you're committing to yourself, that's spellcraft. That's you saying, I'm going to do this. And that's you committing to you, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You saying it to someone else.
Yeah.
That is, in my mind, different. Me saying, I am going to be the best jiu-jitsu coach ever. It's just me saying stuff.
Yeah.
Me actively pursuing that and constantly trying to learn and trying to get better and watching videos and all this other stuff is me actively trying to get to that goal.
Yeah.
So yes, self-talk is an amazing tool, but I think it's two different areas of it. Don't say it, do it.
Yeah.
In all aspects. Martial arts, life, anything. Don't tell me how
totally
great of a person you are. Show me how great of a. Don't tell me that you want to be a coach. Be a coach.
Yeah.
Do the coaching thing. Like I've had so many people come through the club and they're like, oh yeah, I want to do this. I want to do that. Cool. Okay. Well, let's do it. And then it fizzles off because like, oh, maybe there's an obstacle in life. Maybe there's something happening.
Yeah.
Or it's hard.
Or it's
you
hard.
Have to plan.
Yeah.
You have to game plan it. And you're like, oh man, I have to do homework kind of thing.
Or you realize the timeline, right? Yeah. Where it's like, oh, This is going to take 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, like people can't, they don't have the attention span of 10 minutes. I can't watch a movie anymore because I'm like, this is fucking boring.
That's probably because all the movies suck.
All the movies do really, really suck now.
Like, my goodness. I can't remember the last one I started, but I was like, oh, this should be okay. And I was like, well, and I'm one of those guys that if I start something, I have to finish it. And I build up a rage inside of me because I'm like, I hate all of this. And like, maybe it gets to being a decent movie.
Yeah.
But by that point, I'm so mad that I'm still watching this stupid thing.
It's great, man. I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but like, it's been this like thing in my, and I get it. I get why hockey players make a lot of money because they make a lot of money for other people. I get why actors make a lot of money because they make a lot of money for other people.
I don't get why.
But it's like when actors are talking about like, oh, like, you know, you'll be like, oh, it was really hard because I had to lose weight for this role or whatever. It's like, fuck off, asshole. Like, you made $60 million or whatever for that role and you had to lose 10 pounds. Like, get fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. So sports athletes, you work half the year, maybe, if that.
But at least you worked through your childhood and adolescence to get there.
Yeah, that's awesome. But should you be making what do baseball players make an incredible amount?
Their contracts are just messed up.
So let's look at it. Hockey players, and football players, like American football, not soccer. Soccer,
whatever.
Yeah. But hockey players, rugby players, football players, MMA fighters put their life and body on the line.
Right.
All the time. You get hit in hockey.
Oh,
you can get going wicked fast on skates.
Yeah.
Like, that was my game. Like, I hit hard and I enforced.
Yeah.
That was my job. And I could slap that puck really good. But like, you're putting body on line. So I don't understand why you're making millions and millions and millions. You should be making okay because you dedicated so much of your life to it. But baseball,
it's wild.
And soccer, you run.
Yeah, it's wild.
You're a good runner.
Like, you see baseball contracts that are like $100 million. You probably see more than that.
Yeah, man, it's insane.
It's wild.
And they're not high efficiency athletes. Like, or tennis players. Tennis players actually make a decent.
But dude,
what are you doing?
Actors.
Yeah.
They're just pretending to be a thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't give a shit about what you say about like the craft or anything else.
Doesn't matter.
No, dude.
And then they're pretentious enough.
There could not be an easier job than that.
Yeah.
There couldn't be an easier one.
Memorize some lines.
Lines. No.
Can you cry? I can probably pluck a hair and
I'll
start crying. Yeah. But
insane.
Get out of here. And then they have the nerve to like, these are my political views. It's like, oh my goodness, you have zero ideas. Yeah. This is what you should do for science tells us to do this. You should do it too. Who are you to tell me to do this?
Get out of here.
Literally played a douchebag on TV. Get out.
Yeah. Let's move on because we're just gonna rant. Okay, here's another Musashi one. Let's see how you contextualize this within the context, within the framework of jiu-jitsu. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men.
So that's the 1% better every day.
Mm.
If you want to really bring it down into like kind of plain English, 1% better every day. And how many men, how many people have that in their head?
Right.
Not many. And that's why it's the victory. That's why it's the tomorrow's the victory over everyone kind of thing.
And like, I think it's a little bit about focus too, right? Where it's like, at least how I would take it is, you can't beat others until you've conquered some things in yourself.
Yeah. So read it again.
Sure. So today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men.
Yes. So over yourself,
Mm-hmm.
who you were yesterday.
Yeah,
If
who you were yesterday. Yeah. Yep.
continue that stream and you don't improve, and improve can be anything. Improve can be like, I'm going to slightly change my health. I'm going to slightly get better at jiu-jitsu. I'm going to actually do a rolling goal. I am going to actively try to get ever so slightly better.
Mm-hmm.
In doing so, in whatever way it is, mindset, body, health,
Yeah.
right? Whatever one, you are now becoming victorious
Mm-hmm.
over yourself of yesterday.
Yeah.
And then your future self over today's self.
Right.
And lesser men. Because
Right.
lesser men become content.
Got it. Yeah, that's a good explanation.
And a content man is a weak man, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean content in the idea of I don't have to keep
Stagnant.
better.
Stagnant.
Yeah. And if you are in that zone, you need to switch something up.
Yeah.
It's you see it at older age.
Yeah.
Someone that is like, okay, well, I guess I'm done and I don't have a job because that I'm retired.
Yeah.
And they just sit around.
Yeah.
They're just done.
Yeah.
You're like, and that's that brown belt or purple belt that just kind of, okay, well,
stagnates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're done. And then you see them drop off.
Yeah.
And it's because one, maybe they didn't challenge themselves mentally. Like maybe they didn't give themselves a long enough goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe there's like, well, or maybe their environment is created that way. Maybe their coach is stagnant.
Yeah.
And then that just trickles down. Right. And it's crazy. That quote leads me to the 1% better. And I tell it to the kids all the time. Like as they're running out, I'm like, what was the 1% better? Every now and then. And and I get it. I get legitimate answers from like 6-year-olds will give me legit answers on that because I want them to have a mindset of let's keep getting better. Let's keep building something because I've seen the stagnant. I've seen it all my life.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you can't get to that point.
Yeah.
It always brings me back to like, because I used to visit like old folks home, retired homes or whatever you want to.
Yeah.
I can't think of the politically correct term, but old folks homes,
retirement communities.
Yeah, maybe. But like the ones that
Shriv farms,
but the ones that have something that they'd like to do, maybe they have to go for that walk. Maybe they want to see that one bird and they bird watch now.
Yeah,
awesome. They're doing great. It's the people that are like, well, I guess I'm gonna watch TV, and you're like, wow, that's the saddest thing.
Yeah,
like it's brutal to see.
Well, the next quote I was going to bring up, there's actually two. One is, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. And that's a Marcus Aurelius quote. So I think like the mindset that you bring into training, that you bring into life, bringing it to training, to BJJ training, is if you approach every role with a good attitude and curiosity and open-mindedness, and like, in those Danaher diaries, he talks, actually, it might be in the one of the other ones, where he talks about like every person in your gym knows something that you don't know. It could be like the lowest white belt. That person can teach you something.
Oh yeah.
And if you go into it being like, all these people are my comrades or whatever, and like I want to learn from everybody. I'm able to like push my ego away and just learn from everyone and have a positive attitude. That is going to take you so much further than like I got to beat everyone today.
Oh yeah, totally. Is the next quote, there's two wolves inside of you, and whichever one or which one wins,
No,
whichever one you feed.
no, but that's a good one.
That's essentially what that's
Yeah.
saying is
Yeah.
you have two wolves inside of you.
Yeah.
One white, one black, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're always fighting.
Yeah.
And which one of them wins?
The one that
Whatever
you feed.
one you feed.
Yeah.
And is it good thoughts?
Yeah.
That's the one that's going to win. Is it negative thoughts? Well, that's going to be the one.
What if it was just French fries?
I mean, that's when death wins. Just sitting there like X.
Yeah. Yeah. I see you've been feeding that wolf pizza.
Yeah. Vast amounts of pizza. Like, come on.
Oh, there's two wolves inside of you and they're both dead.
Yeah. They're both really fat. I don't know, buddy. Time to go on a salad diet or something.
No. So the other big one that is kind of associated with that one is this is another Marcus Aurelius quote. You could leave life right now and let that determine what you do and say and think. And I think jiu-jitsu reminds us that our time on the mats and in life is finite. So injuries, aging, I hear that happens to some people.
Yeah.
And
I don't
like
know who that is.
changing priorities, all that stuff, like it gets affected. So you have to seize the opportunity to get better now, and like enjoy it now. So,
well, tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful and tragic thing.
Yeah.
But what you do today because you're breathing, that's what matters. And when you go through things and you're like, if I have the mindset of what would I do if I couldn't go on the mats tomorrow? Well, you better have a good day on the mats today.
Yeah.
I better learn something. I better teach someone something.
Better wrist lock some white belts.
Oh yeah, always wrist lock the white belts. You got it. It's the funniest. It's either wrist lock or muffler.
Just squeeze the juice out of life.
Oh man, I was there was a traveling white belt a couple weeks ago, and I got him in a body triangle, and all I heard was. Then like after the roll, he's like, "What was that?" And I was like, "Nobody's ever gotten you in a body triangle before." He's like, "Come on." He's like, "That was the most miserable thing ever. I felt like I wanted to fart, poop, and I couldn't breathe at all the same time." And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty much sums up body triangle."
Oh man,
good old white belt.
Well, shout out to oh man, I'm not gonna be able to remember his name.
Shout out to random guy.
No, Jared's student that was here and got his blue belt.
Oh, Kirk.
Shout out to that dude. That guy worked his ass off in the blue belt test. But man, Kirk, if you're ever here again, I'll shake your hand. Let's roll together. It would be awesome to see you. But the other day, I had to chuckle about how I felt directly responsible for making that guy vomit because I was just like applying the pressure, and he just was like, "Dude, I gotta go," and I was like, "Oh, that was a real achievement."
You're like, I know that face.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna step out of the way.
I guess like coach, like student, right? We got Jared to puke a few times.
Oh, really? I wasn't here for that. I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, totally got him to go. So I mean, it just suits. It just matters a little bit more.
Totally.
Oh man, Kirk's a good guy. I actually really enjoyed having him out. And it's funny that people shit on our like blue belt demo because they're like, "Oh,
who does that?"
Other like code, like other people that are like, "Oh, we train eco or CLA or whatever." Like, you don't even know what the term is, and you just a shitty coach.
Yeah.
But realistically, it's just a battle of attrition.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the movements kind of matter. I like to see them in there. I like to see that you have the like foundational movements, but more of it is you need to survive.
Yeah.
And that is going to be absolute misery.
Dude.
And that was a long test. I purposely made that test a lot longer.
That was grueling, man.
Oh yeah.
Again, shout out to that guy for making it through, especially because he has a smaller pool of training partners. He probably doesn't get to roll as much, and I think that was trial by fire, man, for that dude.
He got thrown in the deep end.
Yeah, so good for him. Good. Like total shout out to that guy.
Kirk did well. And I mean, I guess shout out to Jared for putting in the hours with him.
Totally. Yeah, what a guy, man. That's awesome.
Like
awesome.
That took a lot. Sure. And it was awesome. And Jared actually was able to roll even though he hadn't rolled for a while because of the injuries.
Right.
So he's like, you know what I got? And I was like, yeah, you do.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, what a guy. It was cool to see.
He's a blue belt still, I think, right?
Jared, I forgot about him.
He's gonna beat the crap out of me next time he comes here. Just be like, I don't care what color your belt is. So
he'll just take it.
Yeah, he'll just take it from me. Like, this is mine now. Okay, like, oh, no problem.
Travis,
enjoy
from me.
That's not that far off from something that could happen.
You'll be like, Jason, we got to get him.
Get him, Jason. Yeah.
Jason's the senior purple belt.
Yeah, totally. So maybe this is the one we can kind of wrap it up on, and it goes back to the idea of ego, which, man, I just like, I feel like that's the biggest gift actually of jiu-jitsu is the journey of like smashing your ego, just smashing it out of you. And so we'll end on a Musashi quote, which is, think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. So I think like ego is the biggest, speaking of the obstacle being the way, ego is like the biggest obstacle you can encounter. Yep. And it's just like, you know, there's also that expression of what is it, to thine own self be true. Yep. Where it's like, if you can look at yourself and be like, man, I'm out of shape, I'm not good at fighting, I might have think of myself as tough, I'm not, you know, and then be like, what am I going to do to start fixing that?
Yeah, and that's the first step.
Yeah.
And that step is so hard for so many people. And I mean, it's a crazy low percentage of people have ever actually started and kept going with it.
Yeah.
Right. And I like to think lightly of yourself, because if you ever think that you're king shit of the ship, whoopity doo.
Yeah.
You're around for max 100 years.
Yeah.
Nobody cares after that.
Yeah.
Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world, because the world is ever changing. You should look at, I truly believe nature is the most healing thing. I might go off on a little
go for it
thing, but I truly believe nature is the most healing thing. And as some might know, went through personal stuff, and being in nature truly heals. And it's think deeply of the world, and not just nature, but like deeply of others and deeply of everything.
Don't get too like tightly focused on something. Yeah.
You are a speck upon a speck in a speck of a universe. Like, have you ever seen like that zoom out, like when it's like, oh, if you believe in space travel, like, but like, you're this person, and you see you, and then you zoom out, you're in Canada, then, or Alberta, then you zoom out and you're in Canada, then you zoom out and you're on Earth. You don't see any definition of anything. Then you zoom out and you're like, oh, there's two other planets there, and then you zoom out and you're a speck in nothing. It's like, so, and then think lightly of yourself, coming all the way back and being like, I'm not that good, I'm not that great, like, well, maybe not saying so, but demeaning, but I can look to get better at that.
Yeah.
And it's always, let's get better. Let's get that 1% better, and think lightly of yourself. Make fun of yourself every now
Totally.
and then. Like,
Yeah.
don't take yourself so seriously. It's the dumbest thing whenever someone's like, no, I'm this. No, you're not.
It's like what causes all the problems is people trapped in the idea that I was actually thinking about it today. There's this weird nuance around like not mattering. Like the reality is that nothing actually matters, right? Sure, my kids matter to me. My friends matter to me. They matter to me, but it all hinges on the fact that I matter and I don't matter. Like so it's a nuanced thing, right? Where it's like you it's not that nothing matters, but nothing matters.
Yeah.
And like it is the kind of terrifying thing, but it's also the beautiful thing, where it's like if you can think lightly of yourself and be like, yeah, someone cut me off in traffic. The only reason that matters is because you think you matter.
Yeah.
And it's like, how dare you do that to me? Guess what? They're not doing that to you. They're just doing it.
Yeah.
It's not to you because they're not thinking about you because you don't matter.
No. It's a beautiful thing. It's a freeing thing to let go of it.
Yeah.
And go,
yeah.
Is.
Especially Jason.
Yeah.
You just don't matter.
Yeah. I tell like so very little. But like it is a very beautiful little thing there.
Yeah.
And you get to a point where you can truly feel it. And I've always had a very is what is.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people hate that. Like, and they're like, people that really know me, they're like, I know what you're gonna say, is what is.
Yeah.
Or you do you. People hate both of those because they know that I say them, and I'm just like, on the is what it is.
Yeah.
Because it is. Who cares? It is.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Part of the deal. And people hate it. I'm like, you can be mad.
Yeah.
That's for you, but that's on you.
Yeah.
Is what it is I break my favorite cup. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was my favorite cup. Now it's gone.
Yeah.
Is what it is. My cat eats my bonsai tree that I've been growing for 3 years.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, what a shithead.
It hurt. And then I was like, it is what it is. It's gone now. I can't like glue it back. And
we're having cat for dinner.
The little jerk ate it in tiny little bites, like from the top down, in little mouth-sized bites. So it wasn't even like,
what an asshole.
And it just is what it is. And then the you do you is, and like anyone could steal these, like steal this philosophy, because is what it is beautiful. And then you do you is, I say that after someone asks advice.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, I'm like, oh, you do you.
You do you. Yeah.
It's not on me. It's not on me to be like,
totally.
Yours is you.
Yeah.
I'm me. You do you.
But and part of that is, the idea of clinging, like where it's like, so you have an idea of how things should be, and you cling. The harder you cling to that, that's like the Buddhist thing. Like the harder you cling to that, the more suffering you're going to endure. Right. But if you're able to not cling to things, and it's like I legitimately feel like I've gotten better at that as I've gotten older. Like, for example, I moved my mom out of her house of 25 years into a small apartment, a nice apartment, but smaller than her house. And like, I genuinely don't have attachment to stuff. Like some things, like, this is something I would have an attachment to. I'm like, I don't want to lose that. That's important. But like most things, I'm like, oh, now you're in a different house. It's just matter.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's going to be gone in 50 years.
And it doesn't like, and like, I really saw though, like my parents, you know, we moved from when I was a kid, we moved from Toronto to Vancouver to Costa Rica back to Canada. And they took with them chests of drawers and stuff on that entire journey. And it's like, I'm talking about shit that weighs 150 pounds, like each thing. And it's like just clinging on to this stuff. And it's just like, let it go. Just let it go. You're clinging to things that just don't, those do not matter. And obviously, you know, things matter to different degrees, like, you know, your kids or your family or whatever, that matters. But in the grand scheme of things, like you're talking about, nothing actually matters. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Except getting a purple belt, which is highly, highly incredible. And, you know, yeah.
Danielle still doesn't have one.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a while, hey?
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever. She's trying. Yeah. Purple privilege.
Yeah. That's why you came in late and didn't even do the warm-up.
Don't do the warm-up anymore. You don't expect me for that. And like, you can tell people walking down the street now, they're like, oh,
no,
that
give
guy.
him space.
Give him space. Yeah.
Usually because you look weird with the belt covering your nipples.
Holding my pants up at my nipples.
Yeah.
So years old.
Nothing to do with the belt, but it's like, what's that gonna do? Got weird pants.
Well, I don't have any more great quotes here to go over.
That is all for Stoicism.
Yeah.
We're done.
That's it. We've covered it all. That's a whole philosophy class that you guys got in, you know, an hour.
Yeah.
That people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that at Yale or Stanford.
And it's free.
Totally free. Donations are accepted.
Yeah. Not through YouTube because
we're not for that.
Our tens of followers haven't been watching enough.
I think it's actually only 110 of followers.
Our 10 followers.
But yeah, thanks, man. It's good to be back. Yeah.
We'll
fun episode.
We'll definitely be hitting it up more now that your ski season isn't as crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, as always, catch you on the flip side.